Hello everybody, this is Gagz Gaming, and this is the very first video for this channel, and we will be tackling Super Mario Maker, a game that was recently released by Nintendo on the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., which was released way back in 1985. Now, this video we're gonna do an introduction to Super Mario Maker, so we're not gonna do any crazy level designs, although we will go through all the various options and skins and courses one can design, and in addition, you know, we will do a small designing of a course just to kind of show how the process works with this game. Now, at the outset, I should note that I have a license to use Nintendo's content in this video through the Nintendo Creators Program. This video is not sponsored or endorsed by Nintendo, but any advertising revenue from this video will be shared with Nintendo. With that house cleaning out of the way, I want to go ahead and show some of the features of this really wonderful game. So as you can see, the very first screen, or one of the first screens, you know, it gives you the option to make or play. Of course, if you play, you can play either the 10-course Mario Challenge, and I'm going to click on it right here, or 10 Mario Challenge, or the Course World, which is essentially courses that many folks who own a Wii U and own this game have created. So that's the play version, and if we go back to the make screen, that will give us the screen that is on here right now. And with this one, this is how we actually design and create the course. Now, before I go into details about the course, I should note that the game allows 4 different versions of Mario skins or versions. So, for example, the very first one is the original 1985 Super Mario Bros. Game. And then the same course in the Super Mario Bros. 3 skin looks kind of like this. And then of course there's the Super Mario World, which was the game a lot of us grew up with, and this was released on the Super Nintendo or Super NES. And finally the version on the Wii U that was released not too long ago. So those are the 4 games. In essence, we have 4 different types of graphic skins to play with. And then within each game, we have certain number of courses. So, for example, this right here is the ground course. And then I'm just going to go through some of the other courses real quick. And again, one other thing I should note, you know, so all these courses, you know, you can have the same course for the other Mario games. So again, it's a really neat feature. Gives you so many different options to go with. So that's kind of the very basics. And then lastly, we have the actual items that we can use to create the course. For example, you know, the blocks, the question marks, which is, you know, where you hit it, something comes out, the mushrooms, the stars, the flowers, and so on and so forth. I should also, you know, state that both for the actual 4 different games, the various different levels, you know, the underground, the overground, and as well as the actual items we can use to create the level. These initially, you know, come with the very basic default ones. So for example, the game that you're gonna get at the very first that you pop in the CD, it'll be the Super Mario Brothers version, the skin, and then the level design, the course design, will be the ground design, and then as far as the items, it'll be that first row. And then what Nintendo did, which I think is just absolutely, you know, a clever idea, they allow basically for each successive day, they add new options, new levels, new games. So pretty much, you know, it takes a while. And in fact, if you can look at mine, I'm still not 100% done. There's still some items that I, you know, still have not seen, just because I haven't owned the game for as long as others. So going back to kind of the creation of the level, you know, so this is the very first ground level, and you know, as I noted, it's Nintendo did such an excellent job in making sure that the actual level design can be done by anyone. I mean, quite honestly, you know, my 5-year-old who's about to turn 6, he's designed levels that are actually pretty clever and pretty entertaining, and that kind of goes to show that Nintendo's gone out of their way to make this so simple, and so simple that just about anyone can go ahead and design them. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead with that little intro. We're gonna go ahead and actually design a little level, and you know, nothing too complicated. This isn't gonna win any you know, gaming awards or any Emmys or anything of that sort. But hey, all we're trying to do is just create some levels and make show how the game actually works. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some more bricks here. There we go. And then we're gonna do a question mark over there, and instead of doing a mushroom, we're gonna do one of these guys. Another question mark here. We'll put a mushroom here. We'll put a little jumper, let's say somewhere right around here, and then we're gonna make a little ledge, you could call it, over here. And then one thing I should also notice, Nintendo's allowed amiibos to be used in this game. So for example, let's say if you wanted to use a Pikachu amiibo or a Link from Legend of Zelda amiibo, you could actually just you know, put the amiibo on the gamepad and then drag the amiibo right where these essentially question marks would be. So that way, once someone hits that question mark, it'll be a little item that comes down, and you touch it and you turn into Link, or you turn into Pikachu. So pretty, you know, again, pretty nice idea by Nintendo. Now we're gonna put one of those guys over here, and next we will be putting some coins to be able to be earned. There we go. And then we're gonna add some more of these blocks over here. And then if we want to go to the next screen, we just kind of toggle the toggle joystick, that is. And of course you can also do it that way, which saves a lot of time. And I'm actually going to go ahead and close some of these as well. So again, you know, Nintendo, you really got to give it to them for their design. I mean, they've made it so simple, and it's actually very intuitive too. So let's put one of these guys. So this is gonna go up and down. put one of those guys there. And then we're gonna put, there we go, some ledges. Basically what I'm trying to do is have this be the avenue by which we can reach top of that little cliff. What I'm also going to do is gonna add the possibility of also going from here. And again, as I noted at the get-go, you know, I'm not trying to make this anything hard. I'm simply trying to give you guys a little taste of what, you know, exactly what this game is like, you know. Now, let's put some enemies too, shall we? I mean, it's always nice to have a bunch of enemies. Let's have a cannon right here that welcomes us right as we're about to jump. Let's put one of those guys here. And another one right there. And always nice to have Bowser. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna allow us to have some way. Let's also put a bomber here, or bomb. But I'm gonna let's put this guy right here, right after Bowser. I'm gonna give us some way to be able to bypass good old Bowser, or Bowser Jr. I'm just gonna do a little beanstalk so we can climb up, and that way we can jump from where the little Goomba is to there. And naturally we should probably put a whiz rub as well. There we go. We're gonna make this pretty crazy. And then some additional level design. Let's go ahead and do some more blocks. Okay, and then let's see, we can also put one of these guys and another one right here. However, we will be able to bypass that. So, and we're gonna put some enemies on top of this. Alrighty, so finally let's do one of these puppies right here again, which will allow us to go up, and hopefully that'll go up. And we are gonna, the rest of the course, we're just gonna make it so we just, oh, it says, oh, a delivery truck has arrived. That's a bit sooner than we were expecting. So what that means is some kind of option or functionality has opened up, and we will hopefully try to see. You can now use sub areas. While creating a course, drag Mario into a pipe to open up a whole new area. Or would you like to play a sample course? Let's just do create for now. Sample course has been added. Okay, perfect. Nice. So again, that's another functionality or course that was added. So we are pretty close. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of these little guys over here. And see, those three were just added as we were speaking, so it's just pretty cool. And we're just gonna put some mushrooms. There we go. Alright, let's play this level and see how it tests out, right? Shall we? So all we're gonna do is press play, and here we go. So there's good old Mario. And we were unable to get that, which is fine. Nice. Alright. Let's do one final attempt, shall we? There we go. Let's see, what shall we do? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put one of these guys right here. That'll make it a little more doable. There we go. And again, this pretty much kind of demonstrates why this game is so interesting, because again, when I devised the level, I thought, you know, it just seemed like a fairly run-of-the-mill type course, but you know, you actually play it and you're like, whoa, it's actually somewhat, you know, challenging. And now we're gonna get this. There we go. Let's see if we can shoot Bowser. Oh wow. He's actually now on top of that thing. Oh, nice job. Nice job. Alright. Will we ever pass this level? I hope so. Because in order for me to finally end this video, I need to pass this level. There we go. Alright. There we go. Oh no, he's chasing us. Oh man, this guy's crazy. Okay, let's do this. Round 13, or more like 20. Okay. And I don't want you guys to laugh at me right now, because this is a lot tougher than it seems, believe me. There we go. Play Super Mario, they said. It will be easy, they said. There we go. We'll get this. I'm a believer. I'm an optimist. I'm just gonna bypass that and go straight there. There we go. There we go. We finally have our first legitimate shot of passing this level. Will we take advantage of it? I hope so. There we go. Perfect. So after 500 tries, we finally passed the level, and again, this kind of demonstrates the genius of this game. You know, again, I made this level thinking, you know, it's just a silly little level, just a level to demonstrate to you guys what kind of functionality this game has and what type of options it provides in creating and designing your own course. And once you actually play it, it's like, hey, this is actually somewhat challenging, not too challenging, but at least gives you a little fight. And that's kind of how things are. So that's the first intro video. Again, this was just an intro to show you guys what this game is all about, what type of options it gives, the types of game skins, and the type of course designs it provides. So now that we've covered that, the next video we do will focus on actual level design, and we'll design a nice and neat level, and hopefully you guys will like it, you know. And as always, I always ask that you guys like the video and subscribe and become a follower, and we will be doing lots of Wii U games and potentially other games as well, but certainly Wii U games, including games from the Mario series, the Legend of Zelda franchise, you know, Pikmin, and the Lego series games, for example, Jurassic World, the New Dimensions game, as well as Skylanders series and the Disney Infinity series. So with that said, you know, I want to say do stay tuned for the next video. It will be coming shortly, and we'll also be doing Splatoon as well. So with all of that said, I will once more say that I do have a license to use Nintendo's content in this video through the Nintendo Creators Program, and this video is not sponsored or endorsed by Nintendo, but any advertising revenue from this video will be shared with Nintendo. Alright guys, thank you very much for viewing this, and again, go like the videos please, and do subscribe. And as always, if you have any questions or any suggestions, don't be shy, hit me up in the comments, and I'll do my best to respond. Thank you so much guys, appreciate it.